Anyone who's ever taken lessons from me in person will tell you that I tend to stop every now and then to keep from hitting ball after ball after ball, which is not a good way to learn. But to tell a little story that reinforces something in your mind so that you really get a great picture of what we're trying to actually do. And I do this in the form of analogies. And here's one that I find works magic with people's understanding when they follow what I'm saying. I tell my student to imagine that out there about 100 yards or so in front of us from where I'm standing here, past the camera, is a road. And that you are a South American revolutionary who wants to get rid of the El Presidente who's been raping your country and taking the money from the people. And you'd like to kill him. And you know that every single day he travels down that road from his home to his offices downtown in a convoy of 3 cars. The front car usually having a bunch of armed henchmen in it, El Presidente in a slightly armored vehicle in the center, and another group of henchmen behind him. You also know that if you put a big enough charge of explosives on the road down there, you can blow it up under El Presidente's car, and your charge of explosives will be big enough to destroy the car and kill him, and you'll accomplish your goal. Now, you want that explosion to go off under his car. Not before he gets there, because if you put it off too early, well, it'll probably blow up the front car. El Presidente's car will swerve or stop, and all the henchmen in the back car will run out and machine gun you to death. Conversely, if you explode the explosion after El Presidente's car has passed over it, then you blow up the back car, and a similar result happens when they stop and come and get you. What you want is you want your explosion to go off exactly under El Presidente's car. If I were doing that, this is a trick that I would employ. I'd set up my detonator, I'd run my wires down to the road, only instead of putting a charge down there, I would put a firecracker in the road. And I would practice, because I'd be able to see the flash of the firecracker. I would practice every day for however long it took until I knew exactly when to push down on the detonator to get the firecracker to go off under the Presidente's car. Believe me, if he's going by at 60 miles an hour, he'll never see the spark, and the people around him will never see the spark. Now, once you've got your timing down, you go down there and you put your dynamite down there, and now along comes El Presidente, and boom, you blow it up under his car. You may still get killed by the henchmen in both of those cars, but you'll have accomplished your goal as a revolutionary to get rid of the bad leader. Well, the same thing happens in the golf swing. We want our explosion of our golf shot to go off right where the ball is, not before it. We don't want to waste our energy before we get to the ball, and not after it. We don't want half of our swing going on over here long after the ball should be gone. We want that club head catching up to, getting in line with, and passing the left arm through impact. That is to say, we want the release of energy. That is to say, we want the release of energy to occur right where the ball is, not before it, not after it, but where the ball is. This is a timing thing you can learn if you try, once you got it in your mind as to what you want to happen, and you can learn it at www.danshaugergolf.com.